Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Oracle card guidance from the Astro Oracle perspective, where we do every single zodiac sign, and your focus is going to be on your sun sign first. If you know your ascendant, that will be the next pair, and then your moon is the next pair. If you don't know these things, go to astro.com, put in your birth data, and you're going to discover those three things: sun, ascendant, and moon. You'll get 6 more cards to add to this week's reading. Remember, we did the reading. If you haven't seen it, you should go look at it. It was Crystal Spirits Oracle this week that told us the 6 cards, the overarching theme for the entire week. Now we're going to get up close and personal, because this gets really, really, really personal to you. Let's get going. Aries, you're number 1. Oh, Aries, I like this. Aries is peaceful when he's in co-creation. Mark, you're going to be doing some work this week. Co-create reminds you to tell yourself you're not the only person on the board game, that you're actually in partnership with the divine. But this is really great because peace is as a result of it. So your focus this week is also about being peaceful and doing things that are peaceful. Now this is for Taurus. Taurus is 2 cards: chaos and conflict and never-ending story. These guys are together. So the opportunity for you is to ensure, to really be clear with yourself, what is the never-ending story that you're telling yourself. And that when change occurs, because Tauruses really prefer things that they know that's going to happen, but this says there's some chaos and conflict. That doesn't mean that it's bad. The conflict means that when there is change, you might want to hang on to the familiar. The observation this week for Taurus is that not to fall into your victim story when change happens, because it's probably going to be really good for you. Okay, that's Aries, Taurus. Gemini, to be fair and yang. So this is really great. This is about taking actionable steps towards your well-being and your balanced sense of self. So Geminis can tend to run around, This is the week that you want to actually take action on organizing yourself so that you're not overwhelmed. Now let's look at Cancer, which is myself. Cancer, we have the Observer card and Yin. So the Observer is when you don't take the world personally, you step back and you observe. You're very neutral. You're not engaged fully in things where you're like losing yourself in something. You're actually stepping back a little bit and being in the, oh, that's interesting mode. Oh, that's curious. I'm curious about this. And Yin is about receptivity. It's allowing yourself to be not in the pushy driver's seat. It's stepping back, allowing the natural flow of events, and you being receptive to whatever information that you're actually gaining or gathering. Okay, so now let's look at Leo. Now, Leo is flexible in protection and poised. So you're ready, and it says you're ready to do basically anything this week. You're really ready to have some ambition and to really feel you're going somewhere, but you can't be rigid about your expectations. So just watch, Leo, for rigidity around your expectations. Now we're looking at Virgo, the sacred deep knowing and a change in the wind, both in protection. So changes are afoot. They may not have anything to do with your plans. You need to let go. Don't let them throw you off or throw your intuition off, because if you're trying too hard to try to figure things out, you're actually not going to learn what the real point of anything is. You have to just allow yourself to step back and see where things go. These are not events that you've done anything to make happen, but there's some great opportunity within them. It's just time for you to slow down and wait till your knowing is back on track. All right, now let's look at Libra. Libra. Libra is mending and time to go in the protection position. So when the mending card comes up and time to go, it kind of reminds us that when there is the opportunity to forgive, it doesn't mean there's an opportunity to condone or to restart a relationship, for example. Like, you can forgive somebody, but it doesn't mean you have to hang out with them. You forgive them really for you. You kind of uncord yourself from that person and that storyline or the resentment that's like drinking poison expecting another person to get sick. So you want to do the forgiving, but you don't have to re-invite that person back into your life. It's unnecessary. So remember that if you have a tendency to want to jump right back in, it says to be very cautious about that, Libra, or people who have Libra rising and Libra moon. So remember, we have each one of these cards could actually be one of three, either the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon. Okay, so now we are looking at Scorpio. So Scorpio is to the sea and chop wood in protection. So although we're going with the flow, which is to the sea, Scorpios, there's still a lot more work to be done, but it's not anybody else's work, right? So don't work on other people's stuff for them. Don't take the burden away from somebody else. Let them work out their own stuff. If you feel like you're going to rescue somebody this week, it's not the time to do that. It says chop wood, but just your wood, okay? Now let's look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius is message in a bottle and clean it up. You couldn't be more clear than that. You're going to figure out or hear or see or get a sign about something in your life that needs a good house cleaning this week. And that makes a lot of sense given the overarching reading for everybody this week. Now, this is going to be hard for me to pick up. So this is the reading for Capricorn. Here we go. Capricorn is about exchanging gifts in protection and breathe. So when exchanging gifts comes in protection, you got to ask yourself, what are you overdoing? Are you overworking? Are you not allowing the flow of reciprocity to happen between you and somebody else because you want to be in control of things? It's like let go and breathe, and everything is going to work out just fine. Now let's look at Aquarius. Ooh, so Aquarius is about regeneration and orphaned. So these are both in the protection position. So if you're feeling isolated, Aquarius, this week, and you're feeling like things haven't worked out for you, you've got to give it some space in order to regenerate. You can't expect things to be fixed like that. This is telling you that there is no need for you to detach yourself from other people when things haven't yet come around your way. You're a social character, and this is a week for you to be careful not to isolate. All right, and last but not least, we have two cards for Pisces. Pisces is truth be told in protection and higher power. So this is really a time for you to remember that you have a partnership with a higher power, that you're not the one that does all the work. And it's also going to help you to get out of denial, because truth be told, when it's in the protection position, basically says that there could be some dishonesty around you, but I always see this card as about being self-dishonest, that you're somehow being dishonest with yourself about something that you don't want to let go of, or you haven't learned yet. So don't be too hard on yourself, Pisces, this week. You're going to discover things that perhaps you were in denial about, and your higher power will help you with that. All righty. So remember, your sun sign is the first doubles that you're going to do. Your ascendant is the second pair, and your moon is the third pair. Put them all together and you've got yourself one heck of a story. Take care, and I'll see you next week. If you love this video, which I bet you do, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and when that happens, a little bell is going to come up, and if you click on that bell, you're going to get notified every time I upload a new video. And don't forget to leave a comment. We love to read them. Take care.